agent has dropped off our fenders and lines for the Panama Canal for the crossing. So what's happening now is that we are covering the solar panels for the transit tomorrow, because the monkey fists that they throw, those are the lines with the big knot at the end, could break it if it lands on top of our solar panels. So they tell you that to protect your solar panels, cover them with cushions. We bought these ones for $10, and we can use them after for laying outside, something that we never do. Okay, it's partly covered. Now we're going to use some front cushions for the rest of the panels. Panels are bigger than we thought. There we go, our solar panels. We have one more teeny cushion to put on. They are protected. Crocodile! We are transiting this morning. We have the line handlers coming in a few minutes, and the crocodile was just in front of our boat, but I was at the store getting some degreaser. Andrew saw it. I hope I ran around trying to get him and he went underwater, so I might have got a little bit of footage. Wish me luck. So we'll see you in the Pacific side. We are on our way out. Schedule change number 2, back to the original time. Out of Shelter Bay Marina, going to pick the pilot up. It's 9:45 a.m. And here's our great line handlers.
Hi.
Alex, Gustovo, and Adele. Here comes the pilot. Pilot boat's trying to get here. Full speed to get there.
We're going to be alone in the center of the chamber in the Gatu locks. We should be going up in about, what, an hour?
And this is Anoke.
He's our advisor.
Oh, sorry. Are you okay to be on YouTube?
Yeah, no
okay, excellent. We're rushing to the locks now. There's a boat waiting for us, but we're the only sailboat gonna go through. There's sailboats going through after us.
I am a pilot in training. So you drive pilot boat a lot.
We're getting closer. The ship coming out as we start making our way in. Almost going under the new bridge, String Art Bridge, that goes to the other side from Shelter Bay Marina side to the Panama City and Colon side. We are following this ship, going in with him. Advisor pilot has told us to hang out here. Since we're sitting here, I'm going to make some lunch for everybody. Chilling out, waiting for our turn. Very large ship in the canal in front of us. We're waiting in the lock. We're just going to wait for this ship coming at us to get by, and then we'll proceed into the lock. The ship in front of us is already making its way in there. Almost time, just waiting for the tugboat to come out, and we can start going in.
We're going up.
There goes the gate.
That's not okay.
Leanne drove the boat in. Woo! That was a little nerve-wracking driving in here. And there's a ship on the other side going out. Yeah. Here comes the water. Up we go. Here comes the ship wash. Into the second lock. Second lock. Another ship up there. Number 3.
Text me so I sleep through the night. Today I need a break. Today I made a mistake. Tell that bad boy don't come around. Tell him I know I ain't leaving.
Out the last lock.
Sit
Into
on
Gaton
the line
Lake.
here in a ball of blue.
Your day?
And letting Andrew drive out of this lock since I did the other locks.
Today I need a break.
Well, I thought we were going to anchor at the top of the Gatun locks or tie up there, but it looks like we're going right through the canal to the top of the Pedro Miguel lock. And we'll anchor there. Oh, 7 miles before, so then we'll go through the locks in the morning.
Look how fast Andrew has to motor. Yes, people, Andrew has the engines on.
Makes me sick!
Almost at the mooring for the night. We're going to be about 7 miles from the second set of locks that we'll go in tomorrow.
Good morning, Thursday, February 27th. We are at Gamboa Cut in the middle of the Panama Canal, perhaps 3/4 of the way through towards the Pacific side.
Ooh, a train in the background. How many of you saw us go through this first set of locks yesterday? We were the only sailboat in there. Now,
There's a car carrier behind us. Apparently, as many as 5,000 cars could be on that ship.
sorry, can you hear us? The train's honking.
So this morning we're just waiting for our pilot or our advisor, and I'm hoping we should be going into the locks somewhere around noon today. Maybe a little bit later. We're about an hour away from the first lock, which is a Pedro Miguel lock, and then we go into the a short crossing across the Pedro Miguel Lake and then the Miraflores locks to the Pacific.
Woohoo, Pacific!
And we get to anchor in the Pacific Ocean this afternoon.
In the light, it looks like, we hope. And I hope we don't have to be rafted up with any boats, because that was a little nerve-wracking for me, even because I was driving in the locks, even though we had no boats rafted to us. Have to stay in the middle and stay under 2 knots. But
Pretty cool thing, this canal. What an engineering feat. 11:30 in the morning and we see our first southbound ship. I'm hoping that we get to go after him to the locks. And this first southbound ship happens to be a ship mover, or a yacht mover, I suppose. He's got a whole pile of yachts on his deck.
we're gonna have 2 of these big guys passing right in front of us. I think if we did that, we'd have no money left. Very interesting. We were just watching these frigate birds actually go right into the water and sit on the water to grab a fish. We've been told that they cannot touch the water. Obviously these ones do. Making our way to the final locks. Finally. It wasn't until about 2 o'clock that we left. Swallows, if you were here last night, you could have eaten all the bugs on the boat. Our second advisor today, Roy. What happened is the French were doing this and they were running out of money. So what they told people is called Gold Hill. They told people there was Gold Hill here so the people would invest in this area. And there was no gold here. So this is the Gold Hill cut. Scoundrels, or they're smart, one or the other. I feel like we're in the Congo, going down the river, the Amazon River. Coming up to the locks. We're waiting. The ship's about a mile behind us, and we're going to tie up on the wall waiting for him. Gates just opened for us, but we're tying up to a tug, so we're going to have a tug come in front of us, and then we're going to tie our port side up to him. The ship going with us is just getting tied up to the locomotives now. Slow it down, Andrew. Reverse it. Whoa. God, almost hit the lock wall, Andrew did. It's not good. Thank goodness for the line handlers here. Saved his bacon twice now. Good line handlers, thank goodness. Thank goodness we didn't use cruisers. Sorry, cruisers. This is why you use experienced people. You don't take out the boat. Now we're tied up to the tug. And I don't drink, but I think the gin I have to kill the fish I catch, I might have to take a swig after this. Andrew almost took off our transom step on the port the first time, and then almost took us off the Panama and the canal wall on the starboard side. Thank goodness line handlers are good. Oh, jeez, scared me. first lock on the Pacific side. Oh, pretty good, guy. Sun's almost setting. We have one more lock to go. Waiting for this ship to take her position. The sun sets and we come out of the last lock. Smell the Pacific Ocean. Home, West Coast, woo! Oh, now we have to stay close here because there are a few vessels going northbound, and there's one that we need to wait for, another MSC that we need to wait to overtake us before we cross over to Balboa Yacht Club, where we will drop everybody off.